What's up, everybody? Mitch Sadowsky, Coastal Performance, here to take you through a little 15-minute golf mobility. So let's get started. We're going to start on the floor. We're going to do a pelvic tilt breathing. So rather than a relaxing breath, we're going to work on an anterior tilt. We're going to take a big inhale in. And as we exhale, we're going to drive our hips up and our rib cage down and exhale. So we're going to do that for 10 breaths. Then we're going to come up. We're going to start on our knees. Just going to give a nice little T-spine rotation. So I'm going to lean forward, rotate, side bend, roll back, side bend, rotate over to the front, back to the center. We're going to reverse that. We'll repeat one more time through both sides. So rotate, side bend, extend up, side bend, rotate over the top, back to the center, repeat, side bend, back through. All right, next, I'm just gonna stay down on the knees. We're gonna do a scap car, so shoulder blades. We're gonna reach out at about a 30-degree angle. I'm gonna retract my shoulder blades back, slide down, protract forward, glide up, retract back, glide down, reach forward, glide up. Now I'm going to reverse that by sliding down, retracting back, gliding up, reach, drop back down, pull back, so we're in the down and back position, lift up, reach forward. Good. Next. I'm going to stand up for this one. We're going to do a shoulder car. So I'm going to start with my left arm. I'm going to come across to my opposite hip. I'm going to lift until I'm straight up. I'm going to turn the thumb back, rotate so my thumb stays facing the wall and my back of my hand is on my hip. I'm going to now reach back, come up, come across. We'll go one more time. Up to the top position. Rotate back, and across. We're going to switch sides now. Come up and across, stop at the top position, rotate back, lift, come back through. I'm going to turn for this one. Come up and across the top position, keep the elbows straight, rotate around, back of the hands against my hip, reach back, come up and across. Next, we're going to go to our hips. For this one, just going face on, I'm going to use a mobility stick just for a little bit of extra support. I'm going to lift so that my foot is across the opposite leg. I'm going to open, turn nice and slow, bring it around, up, open, back forward, drop down across that opposite leg. And I'll switch sides. Stick in the ground, bring this foot across, lift, open, turn, bring the knee back so the knees are together. I'm going to slightly extend the hip back. I don't want to arch. Just going to extend the hip. Bring it up and around like we're stepping over a chair or a hurdle. Open, turn, around, lift to the side, turn, come back down. Okay, next thing we're going to do, I'm going to set the stick down. I'm going to go onto the floor for this one. So we're going to do a prone hip car. So I'm going to go onto my belly, hand down, toes on the ground. I'm going to lift my right leg, lift, bring the knee up towards the elbow or armpit, replace, lift, rotate, Bring that knee up a little higher, relax down. You can even push the knee out, hold for a stretch, lift and bring it back. We'll do one more. Lift. Come back, we'll switch sides. Good. So we're going to come back up. Next thing we're going to do is just a little 90-90 hip rotation. So starting in this position, I'm going to keep the back foot. So we're going to go 90 degree in the knee, 90 degree in the hip, 90 degree in the back knee. I'm going to open up. Finding that end range, trying to get a little further. You can rotate with the knee a little bit. We'll go one more. Then we're going to switch sides. So again, I'm going to make sure 90, 90, 90 degree angle. Open. So we want to use our internal pressure and strength to try to pry that hip open a little bit further each time. Go one more. Good. So from this position, I'm just going to come up to my knees. We're going to go into the world's greatest stretch. So for the world's greatest, I'm going to start off my right. So I should feel a nice stretch in my hamstring, nice long leg on the opposite side. I'm going to put both hands down. I'm going to rock back towards my heel, trying to straighten out my front leg, pull the toes up. I'll lean back forward, hand goes back to the ground, arm reaches for the ceiling, come back. Now you can just drop the knee and switch, or if you want, you can stand up. Either one is fine. We'll step back into that position. Right hand goes down this time, long stretch underneath on the left hamstring, long through the right hip. Both hands down, rock back forward, reach to the ceiling. Switch sides, we'll go one more time each. Pull the toes up, rock back, come forward, open, step up on this one. Step back, long right hip. Both hands down, rock back, pull the toes up, back down, reach for the sky. All right, next we're going to go right into a lunge matrix. So I'm going to start facing 12, 3, 6, 9 if we were on a clock. So my right foot's going to go forward, left foot stays down. I'm going to go forward, lateral to 3, then I'm going to step back to about 5 or 6. 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, we'll go one more. 12, 3, 5. So we're working on opening up that left hip. We're going to switch sides. Now we're going to keep the right foot down. So I'm going to go forward to 9 o'clock. Make sure nothing's behind me. Back to 7. 12, 9, 7. One more. 12, 9, 7. Good. Next, we're going to go to a T-spine liftoff. So we're going to start working on our upper body. For this one, I'm just going to use a wall. So I'm going to start pretty close to the wall. I'm going to bring both arms up, rotate, and then I'm going to pull that arm off the wall. If that gets easy, we can start a little closer. There we go. One more. and then I'll switch sides. Hello.
Hello.
And we'll go one more. Good. Next, after our T-spine liftoff, we're going to do an A-frame. So with an A-frame, I'm going to start my feet just slightly wider than my hips. I'm going to hinge back, allowing a slight bend in the knees, and I'm going to take one arm across. I'm going to keep my back as flat as I can. I'm going to reach my hand down. So if I'm looking at a dial, I'm going to point my hand down to 6 and get all the way as close to 12 as I can. One more. Come up and we're going to switch sides. So, right arm across, left arm up. So as I come up, I'm a little tighter on this side, so I'm going to pause here, take a big deep breath, exhale, come back down. Good. So next from our A-frame, I'm going to move on to a hip airplane. Hip airplane, we can do a couple of different ways. If you want to start, hands on your hips. You've got decent stability and balance. We'll take that leg back. We're just going to open up. And if we lose our balance, that's fine. We just go over to a wall. Keep our balance here. Open up. Close back down. Open up. Close back down. If you want to reset after each one, that's fine. You don't have to. You can stay in this position. Open up the hip. And down. So if you have trouble maintaining your balance, one thing you can do is actually just put down a little support. So I'll switch legs. So now I'm going to open up. Still maintaining that angle, but I'm going to use the back leg for support. Load. Up. So I don't want to lose angle in my knee. I want to keep that femur around my middle toe. Use that to open up the hips. So next we're going to add in a little bit of a golf movement with this. So we're going to do a hip airplane with an alternating reach. So I'm going to get back into that supported position. I'm going to start, if you're a right-handed golfer, you're going to start with your trail leg first. So I'm going to wind and load the hip by reaching. And then I'm going to open the hip, still maintaining that femur and shin angle. And I'm going to reach the opposite way as far as I can. Slow, reach across, open, reach back across. Same thing, we're going to maintain spine, ankle, and head position. And reach. We're going to go the opposite side. So we don't want a lot of variance. We don't want the shoulder and the head to move. We're going to keep everything in our center line. So we're going to wind, reach, open up, reach. Put 3 each side here. One more. Wind. Find the corners. Reach. Find that opposite corner. Good. All right, we got 2 things left. We're going to go into a chop and press. So I've got a 6-pound med ball. If you don't have a med ball, just do it without weight. So I'm going to squat, turn and press. Squat, turn, press. Chopping down, pressing up. Chop down, press up. And we'll go the other side. Chop, turn and press. Chop, turn and press. $999,000. All right, next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna hold the med ball again. I'll do one with the med ball, one without. We're just gonna do a figure 8 for time. So if you can do 30 seconds, do 30 seconds. I count a little fast, so it may not be 30, but I'm gonna keep everything stable. Draw figure 8 with the med ball. Core stays tight. Feet plant the ground. 30, then I'm gonna reverse. I'm gonna squeeze, take my shoulders through. Bam, 15 minutes, good to go. Do your daily golf workout.